During episode 3 of Death in Paradise, the team investigated the murder of an estate agent called Cheryl Horner, played by Laura Rollins, which happened during the private sale of a picturesque beach. Detective Inspector Neville Parker, Ralph Little, called on the help of former colleague Andrew Buckley, played by Kent Riley, as the operation got underway. While BBC One viewers only got to see Andrew briefly, many are convinced he will be Neville's replacement. Just minutes into the episode, fans were introduced to Detective Andrew, who works on the Fraud Squad in the UK. Andrew was based in Manchester and used to be on Neville's pub quiz team, aptly named Sherlock Holmes. The character was an expert in investigating fraud, so Neville thought he would be a great help with the latest St. Marie murder mystery, as the victim was linked to various scams. When he answered the video call with Neville, Andrew said, "I Neville Parker as I live and breathe." GB News sparks uproar as Samantha launches another attack on Meghan. A grinning Neville replied, "Hello mate, it's been a long time." Andrew quipped, "That's what happens when you head off to the other side of the world, you were only supposed to be gone a few days." He asked how he could assist Neville to solve the latest murder on the Caribbean island, and Andrew thought Cheryl was using an alias and had an accomplice. The team got to work trying to crack the case, and Neville called Andrew back a few days later to apologize for not being in touch sooner. "What are you still doing up, isn't it like 3 a.m?" Neville asked Andrew, who replied, "Just work, unlike you, I am up to my eyes in it here and paperwork never ends, right? It was good to see you the other day, Neve, after all this time. We always get on with our lives and sometimes we forget what someone means to us." Neville assured Andrew he still saw him as a good friend, but noticed the fraud expert was acting a little strange. "Are you okay? Have you been drinking?" Neville asked, to which Andrew replied, "Just one or two, as I am just after a bit of Dutch courage because there is something which I want to talk to you about." Ralph Little is the tallest of the Death in Paradise stars. Explainer: Death in Paradise's Ralph Little on trauma of sister's tragic death. Latest Death in Paradise teases exit for Neville Parker over Sophie romance theory. "It's something which I don't want to tell you, sorry I can't Neve." Andrew abruptly ended the call, leaving Neville in the dark, but fans believe they have worked out what he was going to say. Half-tweeted, "I think the detective from Manchester will be the new detective." #Death in Paradise. William Stacey said, #Death in Paradise. Neville is leaving, isn't he? @PJK said, "So a couple of storylines opening up, Robert Webb from last week and the detective arriving on the island. #Death in Paradise." James remarked, "So we have Robert Webb from last week on the prowl, now Andy. Either Andy is in trouble or he's the new Neve. #Death in Paradise. Let's hope not." Joseph commented, "I think they're definitely setting up Neville's exit, but I can't see Andy being his replacement. Not played by a big enough name." #Death in Paradise. Beth said, "Who is Andy and what is gonna happen when he arrives at Catherine's bar next week?" #Death in Paradise. Death in Paradise Season 12 continues every Friday at 9 p.m. on BBC One.